All right, back with Mike Johnson and Craig Button. And since this is Best on Best week here at TSN, we have asked Craig to list his 5 favorites for men's hockey at the 2026 Olympics. MJ might have a few bones to pick with that list when Craig is done. So, Craig, get it started with number 5.
I'll start at number 5 with Czechia, the 1998 Olympic gold medalist. I just don't see a team that has enough depth throughout their lineup to compete with the top teams. So they finish in 5th. At 4th, Finland. Maybe they could finish higher. I don't know how you can ever dismiss the competitive spirit of Finland. But again, a team that has some really good players. But the depth at this level required to win, I think, is significant. And I'm not so sure that Finland can do that. At number 3, Sweden, Trey Kroner, the 2006 gold medalist. Excellent goaltending, really good defense, really good forwards. I don't think there's any question that they could compete for gold, but I'm not so sure right now that they're strong enough to beat both Canada and the U.S. in a semifinal in a gold medal match. I think there would be too much to ask. At number 2, the Maple Leaf, Team Canada. Yes, the second favorite. Because as good as they are up the middle of the ice, I don't think they're as complete a team as they were in 2014. And I think that will become a real challenge for Team Canada. And at number 1, my favorite is the U.S. Because I see a complete team, a team that can play any way you want. And when I start to look at the goaltending, the blue line up front, I see a team that's composed and constructed much like Team Canada 2014. It didn't matter who was playing Team Canada in 2014. It didn't matter what style you were playing against them. They knew that they could be better than you in that regard. And that's the way I see Team USA heading into the 2026 Olympics.
Okay, Craig. I'll concede. I had the same order, the same 5. So I'm not going to argue about the rankings. But the idea that somehow the U.S. is demonstratively better than Canada or could play a style that might bother Canada, I got some issues with that. Goaltending, we're going to leave it alone because there is no doubt the U.S. can go 4 goalies deep probably before you would get to a Canadian goalie that could make their team, maybe more than that. But I do remember previous Olympics, even though the great Carey Price was in net, there were games that you stop in 12, 14, 18 shots. Canada can defend to the point where they won't need the kind of goaltending the USA has available to them. So goaltending, yes, advantage Americans, but Canada's pretty good defensively when they want to be. The idea that physicality might be an issue, that they might be able to play heavy, that Brady Tkachuk, JT Miller, Jacob Trouba, whoever's on your team, Craig, would cause problems for Canada. These are the best players in Canada. They're not going to have any trouble handling physicality. You don't think Connor McDavid wants to play against Jacob Trouba in the Olympics? Please, let them try to hit our best players, and I think they'd have a hard time doing so. So I do think there is a lot to like about the American team, but the other part about it, Craig, that to me is interesting is that historically, and now it has been a few years and a few Olympic cycles, Canadian teams have come together and accepted their roles and thrived as star players in lesser roles easier and better than American teams have done so at the Olympics. And I wonder if that is not the great equalizer, the fact that Canada has traditionally found a way to be the best version of the collection of talent, more so than just the best collection of talent. And that might give Canada their best chance to win gold in 26.
Interesting. So you both have the USA winning. However, the Americans, though they've won Olympic gold before and not with NHL players involved, if you look at the 5 best on best men's Olympic hockey tournaments, that's from 1998 to 2014, Canada leads all countries with 3 gold medals. Sweden and the Czechs won the other gold. Mike Johnson, Craig Button, thank you.